right. Hello, my scrappy friends. I'm back for another day of March Madness. I apologize for the later hour. As I mentioned before, I did go live on our store Facebook page, Create Red Deer. It is in the description box if you want to go and back and watch the replay, where I created a layout using a different sketch challenge and a different Grab 5 challenge, but I will also count points from that layout for Calvin Ball tonight. So stay tuned. I'm going to create my layout from Chrissy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches here live on YouTube right now. Hopefully, again, we will have good luck with the replay uploading to YouTube. Yesterday it did. The 2 days previous it did not. So crossing my fingers. I hope it works. Okay, so what do we have here? We have Chrissy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches. Day 4 sketch. Today is March 4th. We're going to go with the day 4 sketch. This sketch is by Helen Ding, and I have linked her YouTube channel in the description box, so please go check her out. She has some wonderful content on her channel. I have to go check her out again because I only got a brief look as I was connecting to get the information there. So, and I am going to be scrapbooking a Disney page today, so that will be fun too. I am going to set my Calvin Ball stuff aside for the time being. I am going to put my sketch here where you can kind of see it. And I feel like either I'm crooked or my camera's crooked. I don't know what's happening right now. I think maybe no, it looks like it should be fine. Okay, so this is the sketch I'm using. I have a bunch of little photos. So if ever you are scrapbooking, this is my tip. 4x6 photos, and you find a sketch like this and you're like, no, I'm scrapbooking 4x6 photos. Look again, because sometimes you can cut your photos down into pretty tiny sizes, even if you printed them at 4x6. For example, sports, concerts, things where you're far away from what you're taking pictures of, you can usually cut a lot of that out and still keep what's important in that photo. This is a parade, same kind of idea. You're far away from your subject, you can cut things down much smaller. Okay, so I do not have a full 4x6 today. That's okay. I'm going to use some other sizes. We're going to make a similar layout to what's here. Okay, so I'm going to set my photos aside for the time being. I also typed up my journaling. I have some enamel dots. I pulled out some ribbon and some Disney themed washi tape, as well as a sticker book that I made notes of that there are stars and labels in here. I also grabbed this little hexagon bit. I'm hoping it will match with my avocado that I'm putting on for my Calvin Ball points. And I also have a frame for Calvin Ball points. So I'm going to set all of this stuff aside for the moment. And I am going to create this background piece that's the background plus this strip that goes kind of diagonally across the page, and then put either ribbon or washi on the top and bottom of it, because in the sketch you can see that there is some kind of border along the edges of that. So that's what I'm going to use. All right, so here is how I am planning to do this. So I want to include this as an embellishment cluster. So the way that this layout is created in the sketch, there's embellishments in this corner and embellishments in this corner. So we have a diagonal stream of embellishments this way. And so I want my Viewmaster and the chevrons to be up in the top left corner where these embellishments are showing in the sketch. And so that's where that's going to go. So I'm just going to trim the edge off. So I'm choosing to put my paper this way for the background. This is my background paper. And I am going to be using Black Soot Distress ink on all my edges today. So hang on for that. So this background paper is from the collection Say Cheese 2 by Simple Stories. I'm mixing and matching a bunch of Say Cheese collections today for my layout. This one says it's from 2015. Okay, so that's my first paper, and I'm just going to grab, I have to change this because in my last layout I was using brown. I want to use black today. And I am just realizing that I don't believe I set my dates down for today. Did I? Definitely did not. All right, that's okay. We'll make it work. I think I remember what the date was though, because I've scrapbooked a few photos from this trip already. So pretty sure I have a good idea of what the date was. Okay, so I'm going to put that this way. Now, here's the trick. This is my other Say Cheese paper that I'm using today. It's dots on one side, stripes on the other side. So, and this one is from Simple Stories. Original Say Cheese, I think, from 2013. So that's what this paper is. Now, if I want, so I want the dot side. If I want my paper to go across this one diagonally, I need to find a way to cut it diagonally. So I'm guessing from the way that this looks. So I'm going to guess that that's about a 2-inch difference from the bottom of this paper to the bottom of this paper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it because this is the side that is going to be considered the back. So if I put pencil marks on it, it's okay. So what I'm going to do is I am going to start at this bottom corner. Here, let me take the branding strip off. And then I'm going to go from this bottom corner over here, and it's going to go up 2 inches. So I'm going to measure along the bottom here, and I'm going to put a little pencil mark at 2 inches. Then I'm going to go from this corner to this pencil line, and I'm going to draw across. Okay. Now, I'm guessing that since this photo is 4 inches, that the background piece is about 4 inches as well. I want mine to be a little bit more than that because my photos are about 4 inches in height, and I want mine to be just a little bit bigger than that. So I'm going to measure up. Maybe it would help if I used the right side of the ruler. Okay, so we have 6, and I want it to be about, let's do 6.5. Okay. And then from here, we're also going to do 6.5 up. Nope. That's 8.5. We don't want that much. 6.5 up from this corner. Okay. And then I'm going to, again, take my ruler and match up those 2 pencil lines that I just made. And that's going to make my paper the way that I want it to show on my background parts. So I'm going to just cut along my now pencil lines. And then that's going to be the band that goes across horizontally across the paper for a nice happy horizontal layout, but we're doing it on a little bit of a diagonal, which is kind of a fun twist. So I love 30 Days of Sketches. I love using Sketches, period. I think it's such a fun way to start with a framework. Nope. This way. Nope. Oh boy. Now what did I do? I did it backwards. If I do it this way, does it work? Yep. Okay, well, striped side it is. That's okay. It's tone on tone. It's going to be fine. I forgot to take into consideration that when I was measuring the back of the paper, that it would look backwards on the other side. So Oh well, there we have it. Nevertheless, I covered up the pencil lines with the Black Soot Distress ink. So same. We're all good. Nobody's going to know. So there we have it. That is the base of my 12 by 12 layout with that band across the bottom or across the center. Okay, so I am going to glue that down. And there we go. Okay, so that's the beginning part. I can just set that paper aside. And where are my photos? There we go. Okay, so we have, like I said, I don't have a 4x6 photo because I did have extra photos on here and I wanted to cut them down so that I could fit more of them on the page. So I have that, I have this, I have some army guys, I have some aliens, and I have some monsters. And I have Roz. I love Roz. She's so funny. Okay, so maybe mine would work better this way. I'm thinking. There we go. Something like that. What do you think? That's going to work for sure. But before I do that, I want to get my strip of something on here, which I think I'm going to use some of my washi from the Say Cheese Classic Mouse Collection. And I think this one was from 2024. Yes. So I feel like Simple Stories has kept their color scheme pretty similar. So it's easy to like use these across the different collections, which is kind of nice. And this one says, smile, fun, happy, oh boy. And then it just repeats. And I'm just going to overlap it with that seam. Just going to cover up the seam of paper. There we go. And because the washi is so dark, I don't worry about too much about it showing through the pattern behind it. Up here, I think is where I'm going to put my ribbon. Where did I put that? And my ribbon has, what does it have on it? Stitching, which is another Calvin ball point. So I get a point for the ribbon and a point for the stitching. 2 birds, 1 stone, or as the case may be, 1 ribbon. So that's pretty much going to be the whole strip. I'll be done with that. That's exciting. Okay, so I'm going to put that down first. And then I think I'm also going to run some wet glue across there. There we go. And we're going to add that ribbon there. And then I have those 2 borders that are shown in the sketch, and I have gained a few Calvin ball points already. How about that? It's exciting, right? There we go. And I am going to loop it around to the back side. Actually, no, I'm not, because then I won't be able to get it into my page protector. So I'm just going to cut it, and then I will be extra diligent about tacking it down on the ends. Oops. And on this side. There we go. There. Fun. There we go. Okay. This one looks like I cut a little bit of the paper. Hang on. hanging over a bit, it looks like. There we go. Trimmed that up, gave it a little haircut. Now I can start putting my photos on. I was jumping the gun there. So we have this monster. He's funny. We have the Omni Droid. He's in my journaling. Little Jack Jack. I love him. He's one of my fave characters, Disney characters. We have Lightning McQueen. We have the Green Army Men and the aliens from the Toy Story movie. We have Roz. We have another monster. And we have this little monster as well. Where are we going to put him? We have extra monsters. Should I put him up here? He's kind of cute. Because I need a spot for my journaling too. And look, my journaling is the same color as my background. So I'm going to have to mount that on something. I'm going to want it to separate. Oh yeah, and I wanted this. Army guy frame. That's right. I'm catching on to what I was doing. Don't worry, I'm still here. It's been a long day, but I'm still going. I'm going to just grab one of these. I have these in my scraps, and it's just something I grabbed at the thrift shop. And it's basically a little paper pad of black paper, black cardstock. And that's what I'm going to use to map my journaling. So I'm going to make a journaling block. This one looks like it's crooked on the side, so I'm just going to trim it up a little bit. There we go. And this is about 3 by 4, right? So I'm going to make this 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. Oops. And again, I did use 100 words or more for my Calvin ballpoint. And to do that, I actually went to Wikipedia for a little bit of help. Wikipedia does keep information on the different parades that happen at Disney. So if ever you're like, well, it's been 10 years since I went to Disneyland and took this trip, but I'm just finally getting to scrapbook it now, it's got your back. They have that info. A little bit of information about the parade that we were watching. I knew it was the Pixar Play Parade, so that made it easier to find, but you can find them just by typing in the park you were in and the year and kind of like what float you saw. And it does tell you, like, it'll give you the info. So that's kind of fun. So there we go. That my little collage is going to look like. What do you think? Fun? And it's all on an angle, which I don't ever do, and I wouldn't do if Helen had not given me that prompt to show up on an angle like that. Okay, so I am going to start gluing my photos down because I feel like I need to get those on here first and foremost. Oh, I know what I was going to do. I was going to put this little piece down the side here. This is my little hexagon piece that I grabbed out of my, I have like a little thing of, I should bring it over here. It's like way over. Anyway, it's like a little bin of scraps from when I make embellishments and stuff. And then I have like mini scraps, and then I run them through my die cut machine so that I have these little layering pieces. And I got rid of a lot of them, but I have a few. This was one, and at first I was like, well, those hexagons don't match with my layout. But then I remembered I needed my scrapicado on there, so you know what? He's going on. He's going on, which means I can use green. And also, what are these? Green Army Men, green aliens. It's fine. It's fine. We're fine. Everybody's fine. So that's going down first, and then my photo of Mr. Monster. From, I believe this one's from Monsters University. I don't remember. I don't remember all the things. I'd have to rewatch the movies, which I have been watching a lot of Disney movies lately. I watched the live action version of Pinocchio. We were just talking about it on our live over on our Facebook group, which was earlier tonight. And they are coming out with a live action version of Snow White, which sounds like it could be kind of spooky actually when I think about like what Snow White was like as a show. I'm like, the live action version of that could be quite scary. And I know I've seen other like takes on the Snow White story, but I don't think they were by Disney. So I don't know. I don't know what that's going to look like. But I think it could be kind of spooky because it is kind of a scary story. I know I was pretty scared by Maleficent and her dragon when I was a kid. So there is my Green Army Men. And I think this is going to tuck a little bit and overlap my, just like that. Okay. So I'm going to measure that out kind of underneath of these. But isn't that fun how, like, I would never have thought to do a diagonal layout like this without this sketch. So kudos to Helen for coming up with a fun and unique design for us to try over on Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches Facebook group. And I think I'm going to have to cut these little aliens down a bit so that my photo fits on here. So this is currently a 2.5 by 2-inch photo. So let's make it I think I'm going to do a 1.5 because I'll still get all the aliens in there. And then I'm going to cut out part of the road and make it 1.5 by 2 instead. And we still have our little aliens in their little spaceship. And I feel like that works just fine. And that can go there. So again, this was printed as a 4x6, but that's really all I need of it because I was so far away, right? So this one, again, I think I might mat these on black as well and maybe pop them up because this ribbon does not let them lay flat on the layout. So let me see, where's my black again? Cardstock notepad here. Can probably get both out of that. I don't know what I did with the other one. I feel like I had a scrap of it, but oh, here it is. Let's see. There we go. Yes. Okay. And we'll just cut that down to size. Now, I'm not loving how the black road on the bottom is lining up with my photo. And I want my photo to stand out a little bit more. So I think what I'm going to do is grab my white pen and just go around the outside edge. There we go. And I'm going to put some foam tape on there. Okay, so what I did was I have this fun foam. I think I used this yesterday as well. And I like it for the backs of photos because I can just use longer pieces, or like one piece will back an entire photo kind of a thing. And then I don't have a lot of things to pull off of there. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to put one over here and one little piece over here and just use up those scraps of it from yesterday. And that's going to go on here. So this is a little bit more finicky than I would like, but it's definitely better than using 25 pot dots for one photo. So there we go. And I do like how that white outlines our Mr. Lightning McQueen. I think this is a 2x2 photo. So I'm going to cut a 2 1/4 by 2 1/4 mat. And we will put our little monster friend. These are definitely Monsters University characters. I'm remembering now. So we have Lightning McQueen, Monsters University, Incredibles, Toy Story, and I can read you my journaling. Second here. I'm just going to cut a little square of this one. So my journaling says, our family loves Pixar Disney movies. So we were excited to find that the Pixar Play Parade was still going on when we visited California Adventure Park in 2014. So the last time we had been there was 2008 would have been. So they don't always keep their parades around that long. So we were excited to find that the Disney Pixar parade was still going on. This parade features, and this is the part that I got from Wikipedia or whatever it was. This parade features floats and characters based on the films such as Monsters, Inc., The Incredibles, Toy Story, and an extra exciting feature for the hot weather this summer. The floats featured small water jets that shoot water into the crowd of spectators. The music used in this parade was very catchy. That was my own thing. And then I go on to say, so this part's not from Wikipedia. My favorite this time around was probably Jack Jack and the Omni Droid. I love Superhero Baby from the Incredibles movie, and his flaming hair was definitely a joy to see. So that's my journaling. It's 100 words. It's actually 108 words. And I'm going to go around this one in white pen as well, although it's already on foam tape, so it's not going to look as nice as the other one. But I like the look of that, so. And I might do it down here as well, just so that it's similar. Nope, it's not showing up on that one. Don't know why. Okay, probably because I inked the edges with black soot. Okay, so then we have Roz. She needs to get on here too. So how many photos did I get on here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this last little monster guy will be 8. So this one and this one were actually all one photo, but they were so far apart that I was able to make two smaller photos out of it and still get that photo onto my layout by just cutting out the parts that were important. So there's a tip, scrapbooking your bigger photos. Or if you print at the store still and you only have 4x6 photos, that's just a little tip. Things that are far away, sports, concerts, anything you watch on a stage, play, acting, parades. You can usually cut the photos down to be a little bit smaller. I chose this Scrapavocado today because it looks like a Disney princess avocado, don't you think? And so see now how that green and that green tie in together, and we have green army men and green aliens, so it's okay to add those colors to our layout. Now, that is it for our sketch part. Next up, we're going to grab our Calvin Ball list and see what we can find from the list. Where did he go? Now, there was no new additions today. I hope that everything's okay with Alice and her family, and that was just an oversight. But let's just all wish them well and hope that they're just busy living their best life and forgot to add Calvin Ball stuff on. Okay, so we have star. Well, there is a little star on here, but I know there's also stars on here that I was hoping to add, and they're just these little cute, like, stickers. Let me see if I can get one out of here. So something like this, and like, and I need a title too, but I want it to be a smaller title. Where's the other stars? Oh, they're there. I'm like, I know there's other ones like that. So I was thinking like, put some on our journaling card. We could put some in the bottom corner here. There we go. So we have some stars. Title. What was I going to do for title? I think it was that page that we were just on. Let's see. They're all gone. So not that. Okay. Plan B. We're fine. What can we say about this parade? How about we just do something short and sweet, like fun or F U N. Oh, that's the same color. I don't want that color. There's got to be another color in here. There it is. F-U-N, fun. Do we have an exclamation point? Yeah. Okay. So let's maybe not stick those on just yet. And we will start with our exclamation point. And it's going to go over here by lightning. And then we're going to put an N. F-U-N, fun. Because who isn't having fun in Disneyland? Okay, I know it's not everybody's thing, but it's fun. The child inside. I love it. I still love it. I did find it a lot more my style when I went with just me and my husband than when we took our kids, and it was all about what everybody wanted and not just what we wanted to do. Okay, so fun is our title. Almost forgot to put a title. And like I said, I didn't put the date, but I think I remember. So I know it was 2014. And I think this was the 18th. And it was July. Because like I said, I recently scrapbooked a bunch of these, so I remember what the dates were that we were there. And I think this is the day that we were in this park. So if not, I can always, guess what? Take off or cover up, whatever. Cover up the date, right? Okay, let's see. Label is the other thing that was on this list that is inside of here. So we're going to grab one of the label stickers if I can bend it up like I want to. And I might put this label actually right above my date. And then if I can get these stickers back up, they'll be really cute inside of this label sticker. And I'm covering that up because it talks about autographs, and we're not getting autographs in this picture, in these pictures. So not that there's anything wrong with having that on there, but selfies, typewriter font, label, date, washi tape, ribbon, stitching, frame, paper clip. Ooh, paper clip. I grabbed a whole boatload of paper clips. Look. So I have this handy dandy little close to my heart collection of goodies, and inside of here we have, look at all of these paper clips. Do you want to see up closer? This is like my little containers of joy. And you can't buy these anymore, so sometimes I feel bad about showing them, but also like they bring me so much joy that how can I not show you? So I think I'm just going to use one of these little mini paper clips because it matches. And there's so much going on this layout already. I don't want to put anything too big here. So I'm thinking like I could even put it along the side here, maybe, except that I glued it right down. I can put it up here. Paper clip, because that's kind of popped up, so it won't bend the photo. Okay, enamel dots. Yeah, we'll do those. Where did they go? I grabbed some of these old Doodlebug ones from 2021 from one of their collections. I don't know if it was like a Parks one or not, but looks like it could have been, doesn't it? So I want to put a few enamel dots. I'm going to do one yellow, one red, and one black for here. See, I want to cover that up, but also I don't like where that's sitting, so I'm just going to move it. No, I don't like the black. I want white. Changed my mind. So I'm doing one of each size in 3 different colors in this corner, and I'm going to do the same up here. Maybe I will put a big white one in the center of that, and then a medium yellow one over on this side of my title, and then a small black one kind of down here. There we go. So we have enamel dots on there now. We have green army men, green aliens, an avocado, music notes. We could definitely throw music notes on here because what is happening? We're at a parade. Obviously there's music. Where's my little scrap of black paper and my little music note punch? And I'll just punch 3 little music notes and add them to my layout. There we go. So where is my, there it is, white glue. So we'll do that. So I'm using the Calvin Ball list right now, not as a checklist per se for counting points yet, but definitely as a idea list of like how to embellish my layout, right? So oh, that one's backwards. Put the glue on the other side. So I'm just adding music notes to this little green hexagon netting over here. And that just adds a little bit of something. Oops. Apparently my finger was stickier than the glue, which is highly possible. Okay, so we have music notes on there. What else? Flamingo. There is no flamingo, although sometimes at Disney anything goes, but I just don't have any flamingos. White pen. We used white pen. We have hexagons over here. We do not have dolphins, sloths, or pickles this time either. Sorry, guys. Sorry to disappoint. Memorabilia, no. Flower. Could I find a flower to go on here? Probably in my sticker book. Let's see if we have flowers. Well, Minnie has flowers. So maybe. Do we have another flower? Oh, look, those would be paper clips too, wouldn't they? Didn't see those. No, I don't see any flower stickers. Interesting. Not even here. Do we have a flower here? Nothing. What? I was sure there'd be a flower in here. I didn't even go looking for anything else. You know what we could do though is we could put Mickey and Minnie on here somewhere. And because they have Oh, here, look at this Minnie Mouse stamp. She has a flower on her hat. Can you see? I don't know if it's showing up, but she has a flower on her hat. So we can use that, and that counts as our flower. And I will just ink the edges of that. And I think it can go as part of our little collage right there. Okay, so now we can do points. Are we ready? So here is my layout next to the sketch. So this is the Chrissy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches sketch by Helen. And I linked her YouTube channel below. Go check her out. Her stuff looks really interesting. Like I said, I think I'm going to go back and see more of what she was doing. Everybody cross your fingers that this recording stays uploaded to my account, because I know some people were disappointed when they went back to look and the other ones weren't there. Okay, so we have this is the sketch. This is what I came up with. I'm really loving how that turned out. It's different. It's unique. It makes me happy. And now we're going to move over to counting up my Calvin Ball points. So where is my little, ooh, I almost knocked that over. It's almost empty. It's fine. Okay. So layout or project. So I did 2 layouts today. So I get 2 points. Create a YouTube video. Yes. And I did 2 videos, so I feel like I get 2 points. Because I did 1 on Facebook and 1 on YouTube. That's 2 points for me. Calvin Ball Circle Gallery is the official place to post. And yes, I will be posting there. And I just realized I don't know if I posted my layout yesterday. I'll have to go back and find out. Weird. Because I did post it to Facebook, my profile on Paper Route Scrapbooking. I posted to a group page yesterday, and I will do it again today. I'm going to post to Instagram, and I'm posting to YouTube. So that's extra point. I did not do any commenting today, so I don't think I can get any points for that. Stars. Okay, so let's look. Do we have stars? Oh gosh, that glare. Hey, sorry. Here we go. I think we're getting somewhere. There we go. That's pulls the glare. Okay. So stars. Yes, we have little stars. We have a star on her little wand. Include journaling of 100 words or more. We have 108 words of journaling. Typewriter font. I did use the typewriter font. It's actually called AA typewriter. Was what this font was called. What else do I have? Label. We did add a label. A selfie. I do not have a selfie for this one. I added the date, which I have to double check. I have washi. I have finished an incomplete layout. No. Ribbon across there. Stitching. There's stitching on my ribbon. A frame. I got a frame here. A paper clip. We have this tiny blue paper clip up here. We have enamel dots on our layout. That counts. We have green. We have an avocado. We have music notes over here. We do not have a flamingo. We did trace some white pen around our photos. Hexagons we have in this little die cut over here. Dolphins, sloths, and pickles are absent. Memorabilia is absent. We got a flower because we put little Minnie Mouse here with a flower in her hat. And we used a sketch, so we get a point for that. Okay, so here's the other layout that I made today. And it is a little boy layout using the That's My Boy collection from Cartabella. So cute. Loving it. And on this one, let's see what we got. So stars, we have wood veneer stars. Include 100 more. Yeah, this was 117 words, so I definitely got that one. Typewriter font, no, because I use the same font for all of my grandkids' layouts. So he has a font and she has a font, and I use the same one throughout their albums. Label. Nope. Selfie, no. Date, I did add the date down here. And then washi tape, this brown wood grain down at the bottom is a washi, so that's a point. Finish an incomplete project, no. Ribbon, no. Frame, did I use a frame on this one? I did not. Paper clip, no. Enamel dots, yes, I used yellow enamel dots on this one. And what else do we got here? Green, there's green on this layout for sure. No avocado, no music notes, no flamingo. White pen, did I use a white pen on here? I don't think so. Oh yeah, I did. I made a stitched line at the top. White pen is on. Oh, which means that I also get the stitching point, doesn't it? Because I drew that, I don't know if you can even see it on the camera, but white stitching line across the top there. Hexagons, yes, I have these 3 little cluster-based die cut pieces are hexagon shaped. So that's one. Dolphins, sloths, and pickles, no. But I have a lot of bugs. I have caterpillars and beetles. Memorabilia, no. Flower, no. And I used a sketch from Creative Scrapbooker magazine. So that is also one. So I got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37 points today. So 37 points today with my 2 layouts. And I really appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with me today. And I hope you'll come again. I'm going to try to be online at 6 p.m. every day for the rest of this week, which shouldn't be a problem, I don't think, when I'm looking ahead at what my week entails. So I'm hoping to be here every day at 6 and looking forward to some new Calvin Ball rules. And yeah. So thank you again for coming to join me. Everybody cross your fingers that my video uploads so that my friends can watch the replay because it is pretty late. And did I end at 8 o'clock? That was my goal. Pretty close, pretty close. So thank you again. That's it for today. If you have any questions or comments, I hope you'll leave them in the comments below. And I hope you all have a great evening and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.